Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. My name's Jacob, and today we're going to learn how to use 4 special modal verbs. They don't look like modal verbs, but they are, and they're used all the time in normal conversation, so it's really important we learn them. Guys, really hope you like this video. Alright guys, welcome back. So we're learning today these 4 special modal verbs, and they are get to, happen to, had better, and might as well. Now, these don't look like modal verbs because normal modal verbs like could, would, should, they're pretty easy. But these are still modal verbs. There's get to, happen to, might as well, had better. And we know with modal verbs they're always followed by the bare infinitive, the infinitive without to, like I can swim. And it's the same here. All of these words that we're going to learn are followed by the bare infinitive. That's pretty important. So let's look at the first one, get to. What does this mean? Let's look at one example sentence. I'm an English teacher, and I love my job because I get to meet lots of interesting people. I get to meet lots of interesting people. So remember, get to is a modal verb, so it's followed by the bare infinitive, meet, I get to meet. So get to, it means that you have a nice opportunity, a nice, happy opportunity. Like for me as an English teacher, my nice opportunity is meeting lots of interesting people. So we use get to, I get to meet lots of interesting people. Alright guys, so let's think of some different jobs where people get to do cool things. Like with the police, what do they get to do? Well, the police get to carry guns. That's quite a nice thing, I guess. They also get to drive through red lights if they're busy. That's definitely pretty cool. Or what about these super rich businessmen? What do they get to do? Well, they get to travel around the world for their business. That's a pretty cool opportunity. So we use get to. They get to travel. In the past, of course, you would just say got to. So when I was in London, I was so happy that I got to meet the Queen. This is a really nice opportunity that I had in the past. So I got to meet the Queen. You can also use this in the negative to say what kind of opportunities you didn't have. So I can say, as an English teacher, I don't get to go on many holidays because I'm working all the time. I have no money for holidays. So that's something I don't get to do. Or doctors. What do doctors not have? Well, I would say that doctors don't get to spend every night at home because sometimes they have to work throughout the night. So they don't get to spend every night at home. So remember, get to is a modal verb followed by bare infinitive, spend. They don't get to spend. Alright guys, the second special modal verb is happen to. So let's look at one example here. We could say, I happened to see your mum yesterday. So happen to, it means something was a coincidence, a náhoda. So this translates to náhodou. So I happened to meet your mum yesterday. Means I met her by coincidence. I wasn't planning to meet her. So it's a modal verb, so it's followed by bare infinitive. I happened to meet your mum. And this just sounds much more natural and much nicer than by coincidence, I met your mum yesterday. Or coincidentally, I met your mum yesterday. That sounds very strange. It sounds much more natural to say, I happened to meet your mum yesterday. Alright guys, let's keep going. The third special modal verb is had better. For example, you had better do your homework. So had better, modal verb, followed by the bare infinitive, do. You had better do your homework. Now had better, it means if you don't do it, something bad will happen to you. So it's kind of a warning, like a strong should, like what you really shouldn't do, or something bad will happen. So in the example, you had better do your homework, it means if you don't do your homework, some bad stuff will happen to you. You'll be in trouble with your teacher, you'll fail your test, your friends won't like you anymore. It's something bad will happen to you. You had better do your homework. Now, this is used very often in English, so we often don't say the had, we just say you better, because it's so quick and so often used. So we would say, oh guys, you better do your homework or you'll be in trouble. You better do your homework. So the had kind of disappears. And of course, this can also be with negative things, guys. You could say, you better not be late to the meeting. You better not be late. So you just put not before the verb. You had better not be late to the meeting. Alright guys, and the last special modal verb is might as well. So it's quite a big one. Now this is used to say why not? It means why not do something. For example, let's say we're in Tesco and we're doing some food shopping. My wife can say, oh Jacob, because we're already in Tesco, we might as well get some dog food as well. It means there's no reason why not to get dog food. We're already in Tesco, the dog food is 2 minutes away, so we might as well get some dog food. Or in this video, there's no reason why we shouldn't do some examples, guys. So we can say, we might as well do some examples now. It means there's no negative. Why not? We might as well do some examples. Alright guys, so let's do that. Let's do a little bit of practice. I'll say a sentence in Czech and you think what would make the most sense in English using these special modal verbs. Alright guys, so I've got some examples on my phone for this one because this is some very complicated Czech for me. So firstly, let's do if you have some nice opportunities with this get to. So how would we say in English? Piloti mají možnost zůstávat v hotelech zadarmo. So this is a nice opportunity, so we use get to. So we would say pilots get to stay in hotels for free. Get to is the modal verb, so followed by bare infinitive. Stay. Pilots get to stay. Alright guys, let's do another example. How would we say včera jsem náhodou viděl tvého bráchu? So this is this coincidence one. So we would say, yesterday I happened to see your brother. Because it was a coincidence, we use happen to. In the past, happened. So I happened to see your brother. Alright guys, let's do one more. How would we say raději nechoď pozdě? So this is this warning that if you don't do something, something bad will happen to you. So we use had better. So we can say you had better be on time. And we can skip the had and we can just say you better be on time. Alright guys, and the last example here, how would we say také bychom mohli natočit další kapitolu? So this means there's no reason why not to film another episode. So in English we would say we might as well film another chapter of this video course. We might as well film. It means there's no reason why not to film. So guys, those are my 4 special modal verbs and they are used all the time in normal conversation. So watch this video again if you have to and practice using them as much as you can. So guys, I really hope you liked that one. As always, you can learn all the vocab you need in the Speak Like Me app, and you can listen to the Speak Like Me podcast for some advanced listening practice and a deeper dive into some of these topics. Really hope you liked that one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.